Bankman-Fried and his girlfriend, in her 20s with no experience, I must tell you, she becomes CEO, and a group of friends, these sort of youngsters, managed to convince investment houses and celebrities to invest in everything. How many times have you heard a friend say, I want to buy crypto, but clearly have no idea what they're doing? Well, Bankman-Fried and his girlfriend, who declared herself CEO, and a few of their friends became one of the biggest crypto companies, all based on word of mouth and promises. If you were in their group or circle, you were with the in crowd. That was the big thing. Their magic rubbed off on you. They just took everyone's money because they were so wrapped up in just being associated with these people. Investigators say, get this one deal worth $210 million was discussed while Bankman-Fried was playing online game League of Legends. He didn't care. The investors now lost $210 million. Wrong crowd.
Goodness me, there's a Netflix series in this one, I can tell you. All right. We now know, of course, he's in trouble, but who invested? Who invested and lost? Any big names there?
Big names. NFL player Tom Brady invested $650 million. Naomi Osaka also invested. The Mercedes F1 team paid for a sponsorship just to be with him. It was massive. Sam was everyone's friend and money guy until it was found that the money wasn't being invested but channeled elsewhere. In fact, $2 billion is just missing. He says it was hacked. Yeah. He even made his own FTX token. False money. People bought those too, wanted to be his friend. Pension funds have lost millions in Canada. He even donated money to the Democratic Party in the US, allegedly asking for political favors, Bongani.
Goodness me, it's a real story of betrayal there. And I wonder if people have those. I wonder if people have those deals gone wrong in business, something you were promised that just didn't materialize, and you were burned. Maybe you can share those stories of how you have been burnt in business. Talk to me, where's the rand?
Rand at the moment, 17.61. That's the dollar. The pound is 21.47. The euro, 18.68. Gold, $1,795.25. And then platinum is $1,002.04. Brent crude oil is now $80.05. More business news in an hour.
6:32 the time. Of course, we are here at NASREC, the Expo Center, at the 55th National Conference of the ANC. We'll give you all those details as soon as we have them, but right now it's time to go to Gladys Mutele at the news desk.
Thanks, Bongani. Good morning. Now, as the country awaits the ANC's top 7 election results, leaders within the party say they have made calls for the revision of its migration policy at the conference. Aside from electing members to party positions, the ANC's conference has also held policy discussions that have been adopted by the governing party. One of the hot-button issues across the country recently has been the issue of migration in South Africa. Tabiso Koba reports.
The ANC has continuously denied the popularity of Operation Dudula and Action SA, two organizations which have hard-line positions on immigration, have forced it to follow suit. Immigration is a topic set to be deliberated over in the Peace and Stability Commission, along with other matters of the ANC's approach to national security. Deputy Minister of State Security and ANC NEC member Zizi Kodwa says the country's Citizenship, Refugee and Immigration Acts all need to be overhauled and reviewed.
Without being xenophobic, but also we need to create domestic stability in the country. Because I think an uncontrolled, documented migration and everybody else may create social instability in the country, as we've seen now.
Home Affairs Minister Aaron Matwaledi says that ANC has a policy paper that would detail how it will overhaul the country's immigration policies.
The system that's setting now in migration is not sustainable. It can't go on forever.
Meanwhile, Operation Dudula says it is happy to be putting pressure on the ANC. Its provincial convener, Fanafuthi Dumagute, says the goal of the organization is to make the ruling government enforce its laws on border control and immigration.
What we are seeing now is people just gallivanting within our countries, not respecting our immigration laws, not respecting our laws, not respecting anything.
Dumagute says the recent event of an international fugitive being found hiding in South Africa has heightened the need for a strong immigration policy. Tabiso Goba, Eyewitness News.
The South African Weather Service says Joburg residents can expect a 30% chance of rain in the province this week. The Weather Service says it does not foresee a repeat of the floods that hit parts of Johannesburg almost 2 weeks ago, damaging homes and infrastructure, including electricity networks. Forecaster Dipuo Tawana has warned that there is a possibility of disruptive rain on Wednesday.
So we're looking at 30% probability of showers and thunder showers for Gauteng. And mainly the area of focus, we're looking at the southern part of Gauteng and the northeastern part. At the moment, we have not issued any unless, Wednesday, there's probability that some of the storm might be severe, but we're still going to monitor it and see if we issue an alert.
The heavy rain has been wreaking havoc across the country for almost 2 weeks, with some KwaZulu-Natal municipalities also battling with severe damage due to mudslides and flooding. The Kruger National Park has increased security and traffic officials for this festive season. The National Park says this is for their visitors to feel safe and protected in the park. This comes just 2 months after a German tourist was killed outside the park during a botched hijacking. The park has also urged visitors to cooperate with officials who will be on duty and to report unbecoming behavior to the gate staff. Traffic officials and visitor management will be present to watch speeding, after hours, traveling and general behavior on the roads. Sandpark spokesperson Isaac Patla.
Kruger National Park safety and law enforcement campaign is ongoing for the entire festive season. We do have operations throughout the park with the South African Police Services and the SANDF. We advise visitors to consult our social media platforms for gates closest to the camps they will be staying in and urge them to be extra vigilant while traveling to the park.
And Twitter boss Elon Musk has launched an online poll asking if he should step down as head of the social media platform. In the same tweet, the businessman also said he would abide by the results of the poll. The tweet, which garnered a massive response shortly after it was posted, has revealed majority of participants voted yes in favor of his departure. The billionaire's poll comes after several reports last week that his team has reached out to several investors in a desperate attempt to raise funds for the platform. According to Reuters, Musk's approach to policing tweets has scared advertisers off. He came back about an hour later tweeting, and I quote, "As the saying goes, be careful what you wish as you might get it." A partly cloudy Monday in store for Gauteng today. Lows are between 15 and 17, highs of between 29 and 30 degrees.
In the traffic, we still have a vehicle on fire being cleared off the road on the E1 South just before the Golden Highway. 2 of the left lanes are closed. There are delays from the M12 deep interchange. Driving into Lisa Park, there is slow moving traffic on the R59 North. And that's from the N12 going to a Southland Road. That is all due to faulty traffic lights in the area. In Bedford View, there is slow moving traffic on the N3 North, and that's from the Bermuda Road exit going towards the East interchange.
The top story this hour as the country awaits the ANC's top 7 election results. Leaders within the party say they have made calls for the revision of its immigration policy at the conference.
Paying and getting paid on time enables you to do so much more. FNB Pay is your single point of entry for all your payment needs. With more choice, you're always in control anywhere you go. From payment solutions that can help you run your business to solutions that help you, your family, and friends to send or receive payments. You'll find it all on the FNB app. It's helpful, easy, and safe. Join the change and get the help. FNB is a division of First Rand Bank Limited, an authorized financial services and credit provider.
Selling your car? Visit webuycars.co.za today. Simply submit an online application and sell your car from the safety of your own home. The best part is they come to you. They pay you immediately, saving you time and money. webuycars.co.za, the easiest way to sell your car by far.
Hey! Hey! Get open view! It's for everyone!
Did he just say everyone?
Yeah, everyone.
Everyone?
Alma exit.
Also me. My angel. Everyone.
This ad contains the word everyone more than everyone could ever imagine. OpenView, for everyone.
Coming to you live from the ANC 55th National Conference.
This is 702 Breakfast with Bongani Bingwa.
Good morning.
everybody is Alpheus here in social media. I would like to wish Cyril Ramaphosa all the best for today, and then I pray that he will, so that he can implement all the good policies, all the resolution that they have taken. Because of now it will be easy for him to work with this incoming 2027 than the past one. It was hard to work with Esmahashula and the other part of RAT. So this one, I see that it's a good team that he can work with. Any of the three deputies, they are close to him, even SG. Yeah, I believe that Ramaphosa will win this one, and I wish him all the best. God bless him.
Clearly in President Cyril Ramaphosa's corner as far as all of this is concerned, but it's not clear, it really isn't clear how it is going to go. I want you to have a listen to the ANC Deputy Chairperson in Limpopo. This is Florence Ratilani, basically saying that province has been flipped. Right, we know the Northwest also has been difficult to get into Ramaphosa's camp. All of this was not the case when we started just 4 days ago. Have a listen to Florence Ratilani basically saying they have ditched Ramaphosa.
Branches did not talk about only the position of the President Cyril Ramaphosa. There were 4 positions. That one of the President, the National Chair, Stan Matawata, Deputy President Paul Mashatile, and DSG Nomvula Mkonya. So when we were engaging, we realized that the comrades in all these provinces, especially those who are saying comrades really for president, they are the ones who are embracing all our comrades as had a preference of branches in the province, except the position of the president.
So that makes it complicated somewhat for Cyril Ramaphosa, but that's not his only difficulty, because it's not very clear which way his own province, the one of course that he is a member of. Remember, he may hail from Limpopo, but his membership is in a branch in Gauteng, and it's now not clear if even Gauteng will stick with Ramaphosa.
I believe Comrade Zweli Mkhize will close the conference and restore the confidence of our people, but it's not about Zweli Mkhize. We are not obsessed with individuals. Our allegiance is with the ANC, as I've said. There are problems in South Africa, and I don't think many South Africans are actually interested with the president. They are interested in the capacity of the ANC collectively to solve their problems. Unemployment, poverty, load shedding, economy, and all the problems you know. And we are saying that ANC exists to solve people's problems. If it's not capable of solving their problems, then it has no use to exist.
That is, of course, ANC heavyweight in Gauteng, that's Lebogang Maile, basically making it a little uncertain in terms of what happens next for Cyril Ramaphosa.
Argentina. Well done, Argentina. Well done. Fantastic fit. So proud of them. You, that god of football, must be celebrating in heaven. It's ready from Bukloo. Happy Monday.
GWN Sport. Oh my goodness, Cindy. Can you remember a soccer game that was as thrilling as that final?
Can I tell you, you all have me to thank for that, because at exactly 78 minutes, I tweeted, wow, France have not turned up for this at all. And in that moment, what happened 2 minutes later? Mbappe came to life.
My goodness. And how, right?
So I literally jinxed it. What an unbelievable game. Let's listen to the Supersport commentary from when Lionel Messi was handed the trophy.
After one of the truly great finals of all time, the trophy is passed into the hands of genius. And in 2022, the world champions are Argentina.
That genius, Lionel Messi. The debate is over. He's the greatest of all time. Argentina are world champions after beating France on penalties. Argentina were 2-0 up through Messi and Di Maria against a flat-footed France. France looked dead and buried until the last 10 minutes when Mbappe scored 2 goals within 90 seconds to draw level 2-2. In extra time, Messi scored, and right at the very end, Mbappe equalizing again. Argentina winning the resulting penalty shootout 4-2. Messi was given the Golden Ball for Best Player, the first player to ever be given the award twice since it was introduced in 1982. France's Mbappe, it was a hat-trick and heartbreak. He finished with the Golden Boot on 8 goals. Argentina goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez won Golden Glove, and Enzo Fernandez won Young Player of the Tournament. England don't go home empty-handed. They won the Fair Play Trophy for the fewest bookings throughout the tournament. Proteas were thrashed by Australia, losing the first test by 6 wickets. Proteas sent it, in case you missed it, I mean you blinked, you missed it. Proteas sent into bat were 152 all out in the first innings. Morena top scored with 64, but Bavuma coming to the party with a huge 38. They had Australia all out for 218, but then collapsed to 99 all out in their second innings. Cummins took 5 wickets, Australia cruising to the win. Kagiso Rabada finished with 8 wickets in total, 4 in each innings.
On top of our game, definitely made a huge impression.
Live cricket, Pakistan are 21 without loss in their second innings. They trail England by 29 runs at stage 3 of the second test. And in golf, Frenchman Anthony Rosner winning the Mauritius Open by 5 shots. A final round 67 saw him finish on a total 19 under. Sydney Baluta, Eyewitness News Sports.
Good morning, Bongani. With regards to the traffic on the R80, I'm just driving from Soshanguve to work, and the road is actually blocked. They put cones on the R80 just before right after the block exit of ramp. There's just cones. So people are driving through, some are just making a U-turn and joining the oncoming traffic. I don't know what's going on. I just made a U-turn and I took the old road to town. But I don't know what's going on. The road is actually blocked and there's just a whole lot of traffic. I just made a U-turn. So yeah, it's not just slow moving traffic.
EWN Traffic. Alright, that's something to be concerned about. Definitely. What are you seeing on your map?
This is what we're seeing, Bongani. There is slow-moving traffic on the R80 South in Soshanguve, just past Block XX. But that, as our listener just told us, it's not just that's going on over there. There's actually an incident going on in the area. So please off-ramp at Hebron Road if you're going towards the Pretoria CBD, and take Sodwan Road going south towards the Pretoria CBD. Now, driving in Deep Loop, we have that vehicle on fire still on the N1 South, just before the Golden Highway. 2 of the left lanes are closed, and there are delays from the N12. Otherwise, the traffic is looking all clear on the N1 South. If you're driving through from Pretoria going towards Joburg, you might run into a bit of traffic just past the R21, and that will be all due to those roadworks, as well as past Olifantsfontein Road, and that would be because of those faulty traffic lights at the N1 and Olifantsfontein Road. Usually R21 going north towards Pretoria, there is roadworks to be aware of just past Olifantsfontein Road. I'm really seeing a bit of delays though if you're passing through Olifantsfontein going towards that area, and then if you're driving in Edenvale, we have those faulty traffic lights at the N3 at Nixfield. More traffic news at 7 o'clock.
702 Breakfast
with Bongani Bingwa,
with the latest from the ANC 55th National Conference.
Well, one of the big stories, of course, over the weekend of the conference has been the role of one Jacob Zuma, who has been a presence here. There's absolutely no doubt. Starting, of course, with that news on Thursday that he was going to try and effect a private prosecution against President Ramaphosa, to his entry on Friday as the president was delivering his political report. In came Jacob Zuma to much noise and support. You can even say rapturous support. And that's, of course, been a talking point. But now to help us understand, I suppose, what has happened this weekend and what the lay of the land looks like, I'm pleased to tell you we've got Lindsay Dentlinger, our Eyewitness News colleague, who is making her way to where we are, but having to jump through all of the security checkpoints. Lindsay, a very good morning to you. It's been a busy weekend, and although we're not hearing much in terms of definitive news, a whole lot has been happening behind the scenes.
Good morning, Bongani. Yes, certainly we have been able to establish that while our listeners had been sleeping, the vote did finally conclude. Late last night it was still Gauteng, a very big voting block that forced the vote, and so by 11 o'clock last night the ANC then announced that they would not be making that announcement we've been waiting for several hours now. But as I said, we know that the vote has been completed, and we know that delegates have been told to return here to Nasrec at 9 o'clock this morning, ostensibly to get feedback, report back of the commission that I understand some delegates were just abandoned yesterday because I think people were so focused on voting and the horse races that you mentioned that they weren't too interested in staying put in these commissions until they turned to voting.
Do you have any sense of when that announcement around the top 7 might be made?
Bongani, I'm looking at the on that. We know that it was supposed to, according to the program anyway, to have been yesterday afternoon, but as you know, the voting only started yesterday afternoon. So any indication that, as some say, it could take 4 or 5 hours for the vote actually to be counted. We're counting the votes of 4,000, just less than 4,500 delegates, as you point out, for those 7 positions. So we hope to get an update from the ANC media team this morning as to when exactly these announcements might be made. It could be as soon as lunchtime. It could be much later this afternoon, because as we know, once those votes are tallied, there are always contestations. It's never just about reading out the votes. There will be contestations, there will be challenges. So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have an outcome before the end.
All right, so the lay of the land really then is we're expecting the business of conference to get underway from around 9 o'clock this morning.
So yesterday was anything to go by. Delegates were also told to return after that late night nomination process on Friday, to return at 9 o'clock, and business kind of started at around 10 yesterday. So the expectations are that that's probably the same. As I said, they the protest and the commissions that they were in yesterday discussing a variety of issues, but those really seem to be taking the back to what is essentially become more of a leadership battle than a policy discussion.
Right, Lindsay Dentling, I appreciate your time. Eyewitness News reporter there on the line. She's arriving here at Nasrec at the 55th National Conference.
7:02. Coming to you live from the ANC's 55th National Conference at the Nasrec Expo Center.
But somebody who's been keeping a beady eye on all of it, staying up into the late hours, watching events as they unfold. Professor Richard Callan joins us now on the line. It's a bit like, what do they say about the duck, right? It seems as though they are gliding on the water. In the meantime, they're padding furiously under the water. That's the kind of what we've been seeing here at this conference. Behind the scenes, the lobbying, the horse trading, the negotiations, the flipping of provinces, people changing sides. Quite a bit is going on behind the scenes, is it not?
Yes, I like your metaphor, Bongani. Good morning.